ItzBeanz, ho. Feel me?
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna do another story time. So I'm gonna talk about the 2 times I almost got robbed and it could have cost me my life. Alright, so one is gonna be placed when I was about 13 or 14. Yeah, I was in like 7th grade, so like 13 or 14, something like that. But I was like 13 or 14. Now, I wasn't no little 13 or 14. I was a decent size. I was bigger than usual, I would say. Like, this is a picture of me when I was this is like 8th grade summer, like 8th grade going into 9th grade. So I was a little bit crispy. No, don't talk about me. Yeah, I was crispy, wearing some small ass yellow shorts and a small ass tank top on a pink moped. I thought I was sweet with that shit. I thought I was fire. Little fun fact, I also crashed into a mailbox that same day I took that picture. Like, yo, just looking at this picture, I was crispy as hell. I looked like a burnt grill hot dog, nigga. Oh my God, boy, you ugly as hell. But yeah, that was my first time ever riding a moped, so, or whatever, a little scooter or whatever the case may be. That was my first time. I thought I was Cameron riding that pink joint. That pink joint was fire though. It was fire. Like, me being, you know, an 8th grader about to be a freshman, it was fire. But that's kind of like, to give you an idea, give you some context, that's how I look. That's how I looked when I was in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, you know, going up. But I've always been that same size. I grew a little bit, but I was always that same size. So the first time, like I said, I was 13 or 14, and I was staying with my homeboy and his mom. And she was a taxi driver at this point in time. But she had ordered us some ching chong macahaya, some Chinese food. And we were supposed to go walking down the street together to go get the Chinese food. Cause where I lived, it was like University in Fort Caroline. So right down the road, like 2, 3, maybe more blocks down the road, cause I was in Jacksonville at the time. It was down the road from University of Jacksonville, basically, or JU, or Jacksonville University, whatever. So I was walking, and my apartment complex was down the road from the Chinese food spot. And I'm walking, and I'm tight, cause like I said, he was supposed to walk with me, and his lazy ass didn't want to walk. So I'm like, yo, why am I the only nigga? It's about 8 o'clock at night. I'm the only one walking. He's supposed to be with me, but yet and still, he want to sit and play RuneScape and shit. Shit, I want to sit and play RuneScape too or something, whatever. Play Call of Duty or whatever. So I'm coming through, and there's like, I had on some Bose headphones, like they was skull candy, so they was the big joints. They looked like DJ joints. They was like $30. It was like $30. And I'm walking through in some shorts, some tank top. Now, I had on basketball shorts that had no pockets. So any little bit of money I did have, I mean, for me, I'm a New Yorker, but we put our money in a sock. So I had a little bit of thing, you know, a little bit of money on me. But I'm walking down the road and I'm listening to, I think at this point, I'm probably listening to Larceny Family, because I was heated. So I was listening to Larceny Family, 6 Minutes of Death, AR Cassidy, and all of them. And through my headphones, I could hear somebody say, "Hey, yo, Jit." Now, mind you, as I'm walking down the road, I already seen some dude just standing there, like, you know, just standing there in a bush, like he was fixing his pants or something. It didn't register to me that he was adjusting his gun or whatever the case may be. But I didn't care. I was minding my business, right? So, and I'm sick, I'm tight. So he come out the bush like, "Hey, yo, Jit." Now, I don't know if any of y'all from Florida or not. I'm not from Florida, but it's the equivalent of calling me a little nigga. And I wasn't no little nigga. This nigga was smaller than me. He was like 5'7". I'm 6 foot at the time, 5'11", 6 foot. And he comes out, and the first time he said it, he was like, "Hey, yo, Jit." So, but I didn't hear him necessarily. I just seen him talking in my direction. So he's like, "Hey, yo, Jit." So I take off like one of my earphones, boom, take it off. And he's like, "You didn't hear me calling me?" He said, "You didn't hear me calling you?" So I pointed at my headphones like, "Nigga, no." So he was like, "Hey, yo, Jit, what you got?" I was like, "First of all, I ain't your Jit, son." And he was like, "What you got?" I'm like, "I ain't got nothing. I ain't even got pockets." And I tapped my shorts. Now, mind you, like I told you, I had money in my sock. So I had money in my sock, and I had my headphones and my MP3 player. My MP3 player was about this small, you know, so I'm like, "I ain't got nothing." He like, "Oh, give me your headphones and give me your MP3 player, or I'ma knock you out." So I'm looking at this nigga like, "You mad short for one, but you ain't knocking me out, little nigga." So I'm looking, I'm like, you you're not getting nothing. What the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, "Oh, give me your MP3 player and your headphones, or I'ma knock you out." So he's like sitting there, and I'm like, "Bro, you not getting nothing off me." And now, mind you, I'm heated, and now he's pissing me off even more. But like I said, I still didn't register that he might not had a gun. So he steps towards me, and I'm like ready to put my setup. He steps towards me and he stops, but he like tapped his waist, and he had a hoodie on. So like, it's Florida. Why the fuck you got a hoodie on? But in the middle of the summer. But he taps the front of his waist, and I'm like, "Oh, you must be looking for that gun you just dropped behind you." So he did like a turnaround, like butt tap. Nigga, as soon as he turned back around, before he could even swing anything forward, bow, nigga, I punched that nigga into the satellites, nigga. I punched him into the stars. I hit that nigga so hard. Like, literally, I hit that nigga so hard. His soul instantly Tom and Jerry. It instantly just went to Jesus. I hit him so hard. Like, I hit him the hardest I think I ever hit somebody in my life. Like, literally, I took that man's soul. Like, it was like, dun, 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 dun. That's how his soul left his body. Like, if y'all ever seen Tom and Jerry, and you seen when, like, you know, Tom got his soul lifted a couple times, and it just, yeah, that's what happened to that man's soul. So, after I lifted his soul, I put my headphones on, because there is no way he was getting back up. Like, no way at all. Like, he went to sleep. So after that, basically, I just finished walking to the Chinese food store. So I walked down the one road, on one side of the street, crossed the street, got my Chinese food, and then I walked back down the other side of the road just in case the nigga got up or something and he was looking for revenge. And I made it home.